Chem strike available. Friendly chem strike incoming. Soldier, your sentry gun is ready.
What up, Donna?
Good morning, you beautiful people. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day today. First impressions aside, it is time to talk about the positives and negatives of this game in general. And actually, no, you know what? I'm changing it. We're only going to talk about the positives of this game because the negatives are actually quite specific and I need to dedicate entire videos to them. So, positives, let's go. The gameplay behind you, by the way, is the first ever nuclear gameplay that I've gotten, and it is also, I think, my first flawless gameplay, spoiler alert, and this is also my first game using the 48 Dredge Auto Burst LMG, as you can see right there. It is a 6-round burst LMG. The burst itself has a quite quick fire rate, but the bursts in between the bursts, the time delay is about, you know, average of a kind of a slower kind of semi-automatic, but it's not bad by any means. It's very, very powerful, as you'll see in this gameplay, and I do some really good camping the houses in this game on Nuketown. Actually, let's spend a little bit more time here on the gameplay. Black Ops 3 as a game and Domination as a game is very, very tactical, and it's very, very delicate, especially in Black Ops 3, because the maps in Black Ops 3 are pretty small. The spawns can flip rather not easily, but rather suddenly. When they do flip, they flip pretty hard. So as something Beebs found out last night playing Domination, he decided against playing Domination with me anymore, unfortunately. But this time my teammate's really good at holding the line, not really pushing, not really flipping the spawns, and just kind of playing Nuketown as it's intended to be, which is really, really nice. And this and this game session, I should say, was the epitome of what I hoped Black Ops 3 to be, because after I went to bed last night, you know, I played it for 6 hours probably total game time, and I was having a really, really tough time. James Geese in the comment section of my first impressions video said that his gunfights were also very, very inconsistent, and a couple of the top Reddit posts on Black Ops 3 are talking about how gunfights are very inconsistent, how damage is very inconsistent, and right now that is the main issue of Black Ops 3. When I play Black Ops 3, I'm not worried about the UAV spam, the specialists, which I will dedicate to a video of themselves. Like I said, that's the negative stuff about this game. Really, it's the lag, and it's the connections, and it's how my bullets are reacting to the enemies, and that is the #1 thing that I need in a Call of Duty to do well. So that's basically what I look for, and in this game session, it was gorgeous, it was beautiful, and I don't know, I can't explain it, but it was amazing, and so that is the result that you get right here. So as far as the positives go, it's basically whatever the negatives are not. The negatives would be the UAV spam, the specialists, and the lag. Everything else is basically a good, solid Call of Duty. The guns, however, I am going to reserve the right to talk about later, because I haven't unlocked even all of the assault rifles or submachine guns, so I haven't used them all, so I don't know what's weak, what's powerful. I will say the submachine guns feel very weak compared to assault rifles, and I feel like the assault rifles can be fairly weak against light machine guns. So as far as that goes, that's pretty common, that's pretty good. In my opinion, SMGs should outgun assault rifles, mind you, the kind of inconsistent lag comp aside. Perks, as far as perks go, with the exception of Ghost, the perks are very, very solid. You know, there is no focus, and that is something that I haven't really seen anybody talk about. The flinch is reduced as far as where the beta started, and it does feel like everybody has focus, toughness, flinch on by default, which is fantastic. Gunfights feel very consistent, and I feel like every gunfight for the most part, in a, I'm gonna say vanilla gunfight, is very fair, and that is the epitome of what a good Call of Duty game is. Fair gunfights, unless you make them unfair by outsmarting and outmaneuvering your opponent, which is definitely capable, definitely viable in this game, which brings me to the wall running and the water in this game. And 25-0, just saying. The wall running and the water sections of this game are what makes good Call of Duty players great, because so many maps have so many areas where people just don't get in the water. I think it's engraved in our brains that water is death. For example, on the map Metro, which I haven't played all that much, there's a whole side of water. Did you know that? There's a whole side of water on Metro that if you want to flip spawns, it's so easy. If you want to take a silencer and go around the map and cut off B, you can. It's incredibly easy. Nobody has caught on to that, at least in the 3 games I've played of Metro. Look at that wall bang, using an LMG like an LMG, don't? It's very good. And that is really what I think is the most appealing to me, because Aquarium is a great map. Not because of the actual map layout, but because of how you can maneuver the map. And I guess the map layout and everything with the water. But if you just took a look at the land sections of Aquarium, you really wouldn't think, you know, that's a good map. But because they added in those water sections, and there's a couple water sections where you can cut across paths, you can come up and surprise people, that it makes that simple, stupid 3-lane Treyarch map, and it makes it just that much more complex, and it makes those smart players actually have a backup plan. It actually has some sort of strategy and thinking that goes on first, and that is phenomenal, and I love it. And again, just kind of bringing us back to the good standard, what Call of Duty should be. The wall running, the thruster packs, they do not affect the gameplay as much as the, what did they call them? The little jetpacks in Advanced Warfare, the exosuits did. The exosuits were an entirely different gameplay mechanic. It was viable to be up in the air and shooting people like a 3D shooter. In this one, in Black Ops 3, it's more so kind of like running. You know, running is an ability, it's a mechanic that you use to get from one place to the other faster and more effectively. However, it's a more deep and intricate system than running is. Running is very simple, running is very straightforward, and but like running, you are at a disadvantage when you are wall running, because you are exposed, you're out in the open, there's no cover there. Water's a little different because while you are exposed, you do have a little bit of concealment. You don't have cover, you have concealment, which is very powerful, like I mentioned before. So those few dynamics are really the most appealing thing to me about Black Ops 3. Now on top of that, we have a delicious unlock system and ranking up system. My friends I was playing with says that he hates the fact that we have to not only get to the same level, but we have to unlock it with an unlock token. And me, I love that stuff. I love that stuff so much. The challenge system, all of the stuff we can unlock. I'm really excited just spending so many hours into this game, that is, if the connections hold up. So that is basically what I'm thinking about Black Ops 3 at this point. Those are the positives I have. The kill streaks, I will say the positives about kill streaks are a large majority, there's the nuclear by the way, a large majority of the kill streaks feel sort of underwhelming at first, but I feel like there is potential. Why? Well, talking about kill streaks, this dart, I don't know. I tried to aim it in the window, but it just didn't go in the window. So I feel like there are some kill streaks like the R6D and the dart, which are just kind of like fart, you know, like, oh, there's a kill streak. And then the Hellstorm missile and the lightning strike, I did want to touch on that. What a fantastic nerf they did to that. They made them less powerful, less explosive. They made the Hellstorm missile a little bit more rare, which is fantastic. And it really does depend on the map you're playing, when you call it in, and where you call it in. It does take a little bit more skill, and I feel like I can adequately avoid those kill streaks if I am a good Call of Duty player. So praise Treyarch for that. Thank you so much for that. I haven't earned a lot of higher end kill streaks. The Talon in my opinion, is probably the best bang for your buck as it is right now. I'm starting to use the Cerberus, which is actually doing me quite well on objective game modes, because I can throw it on the B flag or just in the middle somewhere, and I can get kills remotely, which is fantastic. But then again, we haven't had all of the time to unlock like EMPs and the EMP itself, the kill streak itself, which is going to be interesting. But this weapon right here, the ICR, is actually a very good one. A lot of the weapons I've used, with the exception of the Man of War and the submachine guns, I feel are very, very good. So though that's my positive thoughts on Black Ops 3. I do and I will make individual videos for some of the stuff I've talked about, some of the stuff I haven't talked about. I haven't really played all of the maps yet. I've got like 12 hours of game time. I haven't played all the maps, like Fringe or Beach or whatever. I don't even know those maps. Like, I haven't played them at all. It's kind of weird, but that's my positive thoughts on Black Ops 3. This thing, oh my goodness, this thing takes forever. The little like taunt screen. We sit here and then we look at them. Oh my goodness, it's so takes so long. 45 and 0. That's not bad. But yeah, anyway, enough of that messing around, donuts. That's my thoughts on Black Ops 3 so far, positively. Write down in the comment section below, what do you enjoy about Black Ops 3? What are you looking forward to Black Ops 3? That's a cool little Nuketown offline. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you did enjoy, and until the next absolutely beautiful Call of Duty morning, I'll catch up with you guys later. And as always, have a great day. This Treyarch thing takes too long too. Look at that. Look at how long it's taking. Finally.